This is not a sports show. And this is temporary education.
Let's start the show.
What is up? Welcome.
This is not a sports show.
This is not a sports show. Let's
cheers,
start it off
Tom.
with a fucking cheers.
Ooh, yeah, that might have got on your laptop. If you haven't noticed, we've already started drinking.
We have. Welcome to the official This is not a sports show drinking celebration extravaganza blowout episode. I woke up, man. This was like Christmas this morning. I was so goddamn excited.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep last night.
No, I couldn't either. We both had exams this morning. I wrote a psychology exam. It did not go well. I can't fail the class, which is promising. But how was yours?
I wrote a history exam. Wrote a bunch about Marx, my favorite bearded man. What else did I write about? Fuck. Europe in the 19th century, man. It was lit. There was a lot of shit happening.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it later. But
Yeah, if you want to sprinkle some history in for us throughout the episode, feel free.
Yeah.
We are also joined by recurring guest and now the official first ever This Is Not a Sports Show intern, Big Daddy Duncan Lammer. Big Daddy, what's
Duncan,
up over
It's
there?
good to be here.
Duncan.
Viewers may notice I'm a little far away from the mic. I'm over here producing the episode.
Yep.
Got some dual screen action up here going on. Just putting in the hours to get this done for you guys.
Yeah, it is now
we really appreciate it.
and now officially summer for Jordan and myself. Duncan, fingers crossed, will be living with us for the summer, which means he will be our intern, producer, and obviously recurring guest. So happy to have him here. If you hear a random big man's voice in the back other than Jordan's, it's Big Daddy over there. So.
Which also, by the way, if you've seen the fourth episode we did, where Big Daddy Lambert here is filled in for my spot, I watched that and I was like, oh yeah, that's cute. Some guy taking the spot. That's all right. You can have the seat for a week. This dude's like 7 feet fucking tall.
Yeah, Jordan was not ready. How tall are you? Like 6'5"?
6'5".
And I'm tall, but he's taller than me.
You know who also was tall? Josh Allen. We'll get to that later. Anyway.
Yeah, let's outline. Okay, so on the show, we're going to talk about the NFL draft.
Yep.
'Cause my Cleveland Browns have the 1-4 pick. We're going to answer all of your fan questions.
Great questions.
Which we should even call fan. That's a little presumptuous, right?
Peers.
Friend
Questions from our friends and peers.
We're going to recap the March Madness Challenge. We're going to get into that right after this.
Yep.
And what else? Playoffs. Fucking playoffs,
There's
baby.
this is a really, 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 really good time to be a sports fan. Like, I'm just in a great mood. I finished school today. That's terrific. Also, recording this on Thursday, April 19th. We are, fingers crossed, you'll be seeing this maybe on 420.
Hopefully.
So,
I mean, like, I'm going to edit it in the morning and...
It's 422.
oh, fuck, that would have been sick if we...
off at 420.
We probably did kick off at 420, so fuck, that's sick.
Yeah.
We need to play that. Actually, marijuana is still illegal, so technically tomorrow you shouldn't be smoking. But if you decide to break the law, we didn't tell you what to do, so that's your choice.
This is not me supporting the famous WWE group Generation X.
D-Generation X.
No, this is just me saying no, you don't do that.
Triple H's squad. You also noticed we are drinking. We don't have any brand ambassadors yet, so we've got a little Sapton Sorgan alcohol, and I'm drinking a very delicious Tapst Clue Cribbin.
And I'm drinking the Final Four Ale.
Yeah. So we don't have any brand deals yet. If anyone sees this and can get us an in with some alcohol companies, we would gladly plug them on the show. But until then, we're just trying to play by all the copyright rules and bullshit.
Except for when it comes to music, we often play a couple seconds of music we don't own.
We do,
but 5 seconds, fair use. I learned that.
Yeah.
It's
Media studies.
an industry
What's
term.
up, bitch?
Our producer already knows.
Well, yeah, I'm not alone here.
I have not been excited for an episode this much until now. So, I think we should fucking jump right into it. March Fatness, as you may know. For March, in conjunction with March Madness, which is a basketball tournament, I know you're more concerned with March Fatness. Jordan was going to try to lose 20 pounds in like a month.
The goal we started on March 19th was 20 pounds throughout the month, because like I've said, I'm a weight loss challenge expert.
Yep. You've done this before.
I've done this before.
You're a proven winner.
I've done multiple challenges. I'm good at cutting weight. And I knew I could do 20 pounds. At least that's what I told myself.
Yep.
So we set the over under at 20 pounds, and then the over under is what the person would have to drink.
So, should we roll the video now of the final weigh-in?
We're going to roll the video.
All right, roll video.
We got the final weigh-in for the March Fatness Challenge. Neither of us remember the exact number. We're going to look it up. It's like 298 something. Disappointed in my performance this month, but we're going to see what we can do. $281.8 is the final weigh-in. Oh, that definitely hurt.
That's pretty good.
Dude, that thing's sharp. Did you get your head off that?
I hit my head. It felt good. All right, so that is it. Your total weight loss, Jordan, started at 298.6, and you were down to 281.8. Before I say any results, I'm proud of you.
You can be proud of me.
I know. You're too hard on yourself.
No, but I'm a weight loss expert. I preface this with saying that because I can cut weight if given the right opportunity. I just wasn't motivated this last month.
We picked a really bad time for you to try to lose weight because it was like exams, and a bunch of other crap going on. Also,
WrestleMania, I'm gonna get shit-faced.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of stuff, but
I also want to take this time, just to apologize for how long it's been since we put out an episode. We got very busy with school and other crap.
School sucks, man.
Fuck it, but now it's summer, and we hope to be having a lot more content coming away. Also, really quick plug to notsportshow.world before you maybe go to Facebook or leave. We launched a website.
We have a website now, notasportshow.world.
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, any other big website you came up, they're .coms. We said fuck a .com. We are a world.
We're really the only international sports comedy podcast.
Yeah.
And we're breaking barriers every day.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Yeah, like you said, we don't have necessarily a Twitter, but Twitter it's so small.
We have our personal Twitters.
It's not global, you know.
Yeah. That's true.
So yeah, we have a website, notasportshow.world. That's where we're putting all our videos. We're going to use that to get our podcast streamed, put this on iTunes, and we're also putting blogs up.
Yeah, we're going to be posting words.
I've posted an article about a little project we did this semester, a little radio project, a little playlist. We had a friend do a little piece on basketball.
Very good. Shout out to Hank Standage at the University of Western Ontario. If you are a person who wants to write words and has been thinking about sports writing or music writing or just anything pop culture related, definitely drop us a line. We'll leave our contacts here and we can talk and maybe do some contract negotiations. We're always looking for more contributors because we love content.
No, we're not paying you.
No, you're not going to pay shit.
Yeah, but if you want to get involved anyway, we're trying to make this like a community type of thing where we can just, have people contribute. We live in Toronto. If you live in Toronto, you can come help us shoot a video. We always need shout outs to a producer who's already left the building.
Yeah, he couldn't stay that long.
He left after the first segment. Shout outs to Big Daddy Lambert. Shout outs to Zach, always giving us batteries.
Yep. Tripods once in a while.
We just always need help. So, if you want to get involved, if you want to be a writer, if you want to add some blogs to your resume, notasportshow.world, hit us up.
Yeah, we also you made a good point. It doesn't matter if it's really that good or not. It should be good, but you can use this on your resume when you maybe have a job interview and say I was creative back in university. Anyway, enough about that. March Fatness,
the challenge.
Your total weight loss was 16.8 pounds. So by society standards, you failed. But I'm proud of you.
I thought you were going to say by society standards I'm obese, which is possibly true.
Which might be true.
Let's not Google that in the break.
Let's not Google that right now. So your goal was to lose 20 pounds.
Yep.
You are off by 3.2. Yep. Now, by what I was taught in school, we will round down because 2 is not over 5. I'm smart. I did math once. That's round down to 3. So, sir, you owe me 3 drinks. But there is a catch, because this is the March... Well, no, this is the... I already forgot the official fucking title. What the hell?
It's a lot of words. Extravaganza is
the hell did we call this thing?
Blowout. The drinking extravaganza.
The March Fatness... No, the drinking celebration extravaganza blowout episode. That's it. Because it is the drinking celebration extravaganza blowout, we have some fun little side games for you to play. So you owe me 3 drinks, but right now I'm going to give you the chance to take one of those drinks away.
Okay.
Or added on with a new fun segment we're going to call Name That Cleveland Browns Quarterback. As you may or may not know, the Cleveland Browns have recycled more quarterbacks than humans recycle plastic bottles in a year. So, what I'm going to do, Jordan...
Yeah, there's actually a pile in the ocean of Cleveland Browns quarterbacks.
They just hang
floating
out
in the ocean.
And they just got like a Wilson NFL football just yelling to the old Wilson line. Anyway.
But it's, okay, let's make this fair. Let's up the ante. Instead of taking a drink away or to adding one, it's either we add one or you got to take it.
All right, cool. I'll take that. So what's going to happen? I'm going to read out the stats and some fun facts of a former Cleveland Browns quarterback. Don't peek.
I'm not peeking. I got all my Browns knowledge is up in the noodle.
All right. So I'm going to read you this. You get one guess.
One guess.
You do not get multiple.
Guess.
You get one official guess.
But then
you can spitball, but I'm not going to say if you're right or not. And for a bonus sip, I'll give you the college they attended.
Okay.
Now, before I start this, I am going to tell you, I'll give you one helper.
Sure.
Friend of the show, idol of the show, possibly patron saint of this show, Johnny Manziel, is not one of these. I didn't include him.
There's a couple trivia questions you could answer, but okay. That's a good hint.
That's all I'm going to tell you. All right. So quarterback number 1 for the Cleveland Browns. Drafted in 2010. He was a member of the Browns for 3 seasons, 2010, 2011, 2012.
Yep.
This quarterback made 21 starts, appearing in 24 total games. He threw 21 touchdowns and had 20 interceptions. He was criticized for having small hands.
Oh, I know who it is.
They said he wasn't NFL size. Let me finish before you guess. He was promoted to a starter in his week 6 of his rookie year after 2 quarterbacks ahead of him went down. And his quarterback completion rate while in Cleveland was 56.97%. Can you think you can make a guess off this?
I think I can make a guess already. Do you have more hints?
No. I hope you didn't. You didn't peek, did you?
No.
Okay.
Here's my guess is the player I'm thinking might have been drafted in 2012, but I believe you were talking about quarterback Colt McCoy. Texas.
Fuck, yeah, I am. Wow, I didn't think you were going to get it that quick. Good for you.
That's a shot for Tom.
That is. Alrighty. Now, while Jordan's pouring
undersized, those hands, that was a big thing.
Was that actually like what got you?
Yeah, because here's the thing, it was the hands. And it was, when you said undersized, that was kind of like my for sure.
Yeah.
But I remember, it was, because 2010, like, I'd only been watching football seriously for about 3 or 4 years. And even when you watch regular season football for 3 or 4 years, you know, the draft is not the same. But then, like, the draft came about, and everyone's, like, talking about his hand size. And I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, no, it's like a really big thing. When I actually was like, I have 4 more Browns quarterbacks that I'm just going to progressively quiz Jordan on throughout the show, and they get harder. This was This was a simple one.
Okay.
I think. So we're going to like progress through these. When I was looking these up, like they had the combine stats for these guys, and it's fucking ridiculous what the stats they include are. It's like hand size, obviously like 40 time in bench. They have like their cone touch time of that drill. It's just.
Do you think there's any stats that they should keep that they don't?
If they're a good fucking quarterback, I don't give a
Just
shit.
write that down.
I don't give a shit if you can touch cones in under like 15 seconds. Can you throw like a 20-yard go route in the 4th quarter in double coverage with like a blitz or some shit? I don't know. I'm not a football guy, but fuck, it's ridiculous. Anyway,
take a shot, Tom.
First shot of the episode. You know, and I'm happy to lose. Whatever. Fuck you.
Got a drink.
So that's the first one. Let's get that sweet Tapton Torgan taste out of my mouth. We are, just before we keep drinking, we are of age. We are responsible. We know how to be responsible. We have water here just to keep us hydrated at, anytime we have commercials. We don't have commercials. But
we're staying indoors. We're not going to hurt ourselves.
We're definitely not going to drive. We never condone drinking and driving. We are very responsible young adults. We just happen to have a sports comedy podcast where from time to time we have Extravaganza Blowout episodes. So
why not, right? They don't let you do this on real radio. Why not have fun with it?
Exactly. So that was our first. Do I hear it correctly? Jordan, we have Alonzo Big Baller Baby update.
Oh shit!
Coming into the show. Stop the presses. Okay, cue theme music. Cue flashing lights. Title. Alonzo Big Baller Baby update. I watched his Instagram story this past weekend. He showed girlfriend Denise Still pregnant.
Still pregnant. Okay.
She's pregnant. You could definitely see a little baby bump.
Little baby bump.
So that's maybe
bump.
the title of his next album, Baby Bump. And just to add on to that, he also posted a story. He got his first Fortnite win and woke her up, and it was at like 2 a.m. or something ridiculous.
Can't be good for the baby.
It cannot be good for the baby. We got to tell LeVar about that and maybe have him storm in. So yeah, that was our.
LeVar plays Fortnite?
No, he's too busy. He's got other shit to do. JBA, Junior Basketball Association's forming up. He's probably. I don't even think they might have. Do they have Fortnite servers in Lithuania?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
You know what I feel like they should do though? I'm not a big Fortnite guy, but I think it would be fun. Is if they added the. Did you see when LeVar Ball ran down the ramp at Monday Night Raw?
Yeah.
That should be a celebration.
That GIF is one of the best GIFs ever. More on GIFs actually coming up in the show.
Talking about combine stats, hip fluidity. That LeVar Ball is lacking.
Oh my god.
He's very.
But yeah, that was our Alonzo Big Baller Baby update, and now back to our regular scheduled programming. NHL and NBA playoffs are going on. That's fun.
It's fucking wild.
Man. I'm going to start this off. So we're recording this on Thursday. Leafs Nation, let's go. Game 4 is tonight. The boys are down in Toronto. The boys are down 2-1. They're going to fucking tie it up tonight. If you're watching this, you already know what happened. So I'm either predicted it right or I'm a dumbass. I hope that I'm fucking right. Holy shit, I want the boys to win. Fuck. Yeah, we still don't got Kadri back. Honestly, he deserved that suspension.
Did he? 3 games? I didn't see it.
It was a shitty hit. He shouldn't have done that.
3 games is a lot in the playoffs, though.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. 3 games in the regular season, that's nothing. That's rest. He comes back and he's ready to go. That's a lot. That's like could have been the whole series. Yeah. But anyway, Vegas Golden Knights also, shout out to you guys. Hell of a sweep. Absolutely. Sorry. Nice. So that's the first of...
That's going to come. That's part of the episode. Yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights. Holy shit. I mean, let's take this moment. All right, we were talking playoffs, but playoffs line up with another big thing that's going to be going on in my life is my growing gambling addiction.
Yes. Also, if any of you are counselors, we could use one for Jordan.
Now, gambling is a problem for some people, but I'm going to tell you why it's not for me. Well, it's all started with betting on Stipe Miocic, UFC undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, immigrant mentality, Cleveland strong. He was the underdog of his title defense. How could the champion be the underdog? That's what I told myself. So I said it all started with $70 because I'm really weird when it comes to gambling. Like I put up odd numbers and like
70 is a weird number.
70 is a weird number.
It's one more than 69. Nice, which I don't know why you didn't just do that.
That's a good question.
But I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life.
But so I put $70. I got a $25 free play with the website, and I put that all onto parlay Stipe and DC versus Volkan Ozdemir in the UFC, and that paid. And I lost a little bit of money on betting the Oilers the day after, and I was like, nope. We're not going down this path. Not betting on hockey, just UFC. Because for me, I feel like UFC, A, I'm into it enough that I can kind of make picks, and B, it feels like super honest and fair to the point where you're not going to get a goal that bounces off like a backboard and then someone's helmet.
No, that's a really good point. Yeah.
It's just one of those things. I feel like it's happening live. You see a guy get knocked down.
You can either kick the shit out of someone or you can't.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, I know you're gonna win.
Yeah.
But so that's what I did, and I won money on that, and then I said I'm only betting UFC. So then I won some money on Thug Rose Namajunas last week, and then I had some extra playoff money. Or I had some extra money, and I've been planning on cashing out. But the website I use, BetDSI, if you want to sponsor the show, let us know.
They use Bitcoin. What the fuck is that about?
They only cash out in Bitcoin.
It's pretty hilarious, actually.
So so it's like, all right, I can either fucking cash out in Bitcoin, which I don't have, or I can keep gambling.
Okay.
So it was as you know, if you live in Southern Ontario, it was a fucking terrible weather weekend.
Yeah.
Freezing rain. Whatever the fuck that is.
The Rogers Center got impaled by goddamn ice. That should be a pretty strong roof, but I don't know. I didn't build the place, so I don't know.
And then,
anyway,
so I had all this extra money. I'm sitting in a rainy day. You know, they say save it for a rainy day. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let's just start betting playoffs. Vegas Golden Knights, Philadelphia 76ers, Toronto Raptors, Columbus Blue Jackets.
Did you parlay each of those?
No, because a parlay means everyone has to win.
Yeah.
And that's wild.
Well, that's what I mean. You could have made a lot of fucking money.
That would have been that literally would have been fucking crazy if I parlayed all those together. But no, I've been keeping it pretty reasonable. But I've just been betting on like the trusted teams. My Toronto Raptors, our Toronto Raptors, the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's an Ohio hockey got support. And yeah, I'm up $1,300. I mean, like I could cash out at any point, but as you know, I'm saving up for a new laptop. So this is like my little passion project where I'm trying to slowly build to the point where I can just cash out and buy a laptop.
Fair enough, and I wish you all the best. Now, hold on, we start talking about hockey. How did this relate to hockey again?
Betting playoffs.
You bet in playoffs. So the Knights swept. I want to I'm going to start a brand new segment. It's called Suck It.
Suck it.
Suck It. And our first ever Suck It recipient, Drew Doughty. Suck it, Drew Doughty.
I agree.
A December quote from Drew Doughty. This isn't exact, but it was along the lines, there is no way Vegas is a better team than us being the LA Kings by the end of the year. You got fucking swept, Drew Doughty.
Did he really say that?
So, suck it.
Suck it, Drew Doughty.
Suck it. That was the first ever edition of Suck It.
I love that.
Not only did Drew Doughty suck it, what is terrific is Braden McNabb. Shout out Braden McNabb. He was Vegas's pick from, so like when they did the expansion draft, they took him from the Kings.
Yep.
He scored the series winning goal. Is there any bigger fuck you than that? Scoring the game one.
Suck it.
And any bigger suck it than fucking sticking it to the team that said, we don't want you enough to protect you. You're up for being taken away from us. And they took him away. And he scored the goddamn game winner. I love it so much.
For me, the Vegas Golden Knights are such a great story. But also, oh shit, who's that? Is that your mom?
Maybe. It was Lonzo Ball. I'll let Lonzo know that we're doing a show and I can't come on right now.
Quick guest call in. Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, the Vegas Golden Knights. Great team. Love the story. Little bit like me and my other friend were talking about this the other day. Like, part of me is really bitter because of the fact that it's an expansion team doing so well. And like the Browns are an expansion team and they've never done well.
Nope.
So it's like the whole idea that like the league has been set up to help an expansion team is kind of cool, but it's also kind of disappointing for someone who isn't a fan of another expansion team. But I think the idea is, like the story is a good one. But who the fuck chooses gray as the primary color of a uniform?
I don't know, but it's kind of worked, I guess.
It works if you don't have your glasses on and you think the jerseys are black.
They should just go black. I don't know why you go gray and they'll be like, let's just go a bit dark.
Yeah, no, like let's go gray in the body, but like the arms will be black. Like, what's that all about?
I don't know. Most expansion teams kind of have like pretty shit jerseys. I'm going to use reference the Atlanta Thrashers. Had some pretty... Actually, no, the jerseys in the early on were fucking sick. They just got worse.
I can't think of the OG Thrashers jerseys, but I know those light blue ones weren't the best.
No. But anyway, it's hard to be an expansion team and come up with like a really original... I'm a firm believer, just side note, I think the Maple Leafs logo is the best logo in sports.
It's a good one.
I love the Leafs logo. It's hard to come up with something like this, so... I mean, they tried, but anyway, they still swept. That's fucking terrific.
I mean, yeah, good hockey team, and they're great to watch. Super fun to watch.
Yeah.
Good pace.
So yeah, they are now actually, Vegas is now the betting favorite to win the cup because they were the first team to win a series. They're the only sweep. Yeah, they're the only sweep in the first round.
Nope. Sharks swept last night.
Did they?
Yep.
Oh, I spoke too soon. See, I did my research yesterday. I meant to watch the games tonight, but I clearly didn't.
Last night, the Sharks swept.
But they were the first team to sweep, regardless. So they're the betting favorite. They're at plus 470.
That's crazy, though.
But okay, before you go on, they opened at plus 20,000.
Oh, 20,000.
If you had just even taken them to make the final,
they were like the first team. They were like, that's so ridiculous because I understand it's a first year team, but they were like the top 3 teams in the league statistically. That's wild.
It's such a great story.
But what I was going to say is what was also super cool about the playoffs is we now have the Kings and the Ducks out. That's awesome.
That hasn't,
like, you know what I mean?
If you told me that in like the 2011, Tom,
both of those teams will get fucking swept
in the first round, and one of them is going to be an expansion team. I would have said, you're fucking crazy. You're probably doing a podcast where you're drinking during it. And I would have said, yes.
You're probably drunk as shit. And
but
I would have said, maybe.
But, no, good on the fucking Vegas Knights. The only other notes I really had was fuck the Boston Bruins. Patrice Bergeron, you're such a good hockey player, but fuck, his line's so goddamn good.
It's a nasty line.
Just if the game tonight, I still don't know what's going to happen, but please, if you have penalties, please kill them and shut down the Bergeron line. That's all you really need to do. Other notes I had, Nashville's crowd should get, if there's a Stanley Cup for fans.
The Nashville crowd is incredible.
It's
they were incredible last
terrific.
year. They're so dope.
They're really good.
It's super impressive. And you know what else is a surprise? Because that's I think a lot of the reason that people love them so much is because it's surprising, right? It's Nashville.
Yeah.
You don't expect that to be a hockey town.
You don't expect a town with country music and then hockey to go hand in hand.
But another town that's been really good, not necessarily historically, but this year is the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've been watching, but they got that CBJ chant. They just go CBJ, and dude, it's fucking.
I'm already fired up.
I know, it gives goosebumps, and it's just that's so.
What's their series at? Are they up?
They're up 3-1
on the Capitals.
3-1 or 2-1?
I think it might be 2-1.
I think it's 2-1. Yeah, they play tonight. It's 2-1.
I'll fact check. But that's what the Capitals.
Capitals.
Yeah,
yes.
sorry. The
Washington Capitals.
Yeah, my memory's starting to fade a little bit. I don't know. I'm kind of 2-1. I'm a really big fan of Alex Ovechkin. I was a huge fan when I played hockey and really, really was super into hockey. Now I'm just a very casual fan, but hockey's it's the best, especially in the playoffs. Anyway, Ovechkin doesn't have a cup, so I'm now kind of in the camp of how great can we consider him until he can actually win a cup. Because he's a great goal scorer, right? Mm-hmm. I've just talked about Patrice Bergeron, how good he is. Patrice Bergeron, Sidney Crosby, those guys like that are great players. They're very good at just hockey. They can win face-offs. Mm-hmm. They can work the power play. They can dig in the corners. They can protect the puck. They can score goals. They can defend, all that crap. Ovechkin just kind of scores.
No, see, this is the thing. I think that's the popular opinion, but I'm not saying he's the most well-rounded game in the game.
Ovechkin?
I'm not saying he's the most well-rounded, but I'm saying the dude checks, the dude plays physical, the dude forechecks if it's the playoffs.
How many fights has he gotten into?
I don't know, but come on. That's like what my dad says. Oh yeah, how many fucking fights did he get into?
That's part of the game. Crosby's fought.
I think Ovechkin's fought. I don't
Bergeron's gotten a gajillion concussions, so he may as well have fought a bunch of times.
I just think that I think Washington is one of those craziest examples of you're like, well, they never won a championship, but then you can't say to him oh, well, he didn't have the roster around him, because if you look at last year's Capitals team,
that's what I mean. They've got a great he's got good defensemen. Braden Holtby's a pretty good goalie.
Well, last year I don't know if he won the Vezina, but he should have won the Vezina last year.
They're good. So, they play tonight. We'll see. The Capitals might tie it up. Who fucking knows? Other playoffs going on. The NBA playoffs are happening. Our Raptors are up 2-0. They're on a break tonight. They'll play tomorrow. It's
a wild basketball playoff because, as I've been saying for years, we've only had this podcast for a couple months, but I've been saying this for a few years. I think the NBA fucking sucks. And I think it's because the last few years we've just seen the parity be so fucking one-sided to where we have the Cavs and the Warriors.
Yeah. So you just know what you're getting. You don't watch the first rounds. You wait for the finals.
I think this is the best year we've had in years.
Yeah.
When it comes to competition, for sure.
You all right?
Fantastic.
All right.
I'll give that to the people. It's definitely the best year they've had in years, the NBA, and I think this is the NBA's chance to really, win me over.
That's fair. I watched the Jazz Thunder game last night, and I was just thrilled to watch Melo, Russ, and Paul George get shut down by a fucking rookie. Donovan Mitchell had an absolutely tremendous game. The Thunder were colder than goddamn Antarctica in the fourth quarter. They couldn't hit shit. They ended up losing, so that series is now tied.
Wow.
1-1? Yeah, 1-1. But I like the point you made. There's a lot of parity. Well, not a lot. More parity through this playoffs than we have seen. The Wolves aren't going to win this series, I really don't think, but they looked good, especially in the first half last night. They started really strong, but ended up falling off. I think the Rockets are very good. I'm honestly more excited for the Western Finals more than the actual finals, because I think whoever comes out of the Rockets Warriors will win. But no, playoff basketball is also terrific because we watched Toronto do game 1 against the Washington Wizards.
Yep.
And they said after the game, after they destroyed them, And they said, we treated this like a Game 7.
Good
which
choice.
led many of people to think, us included, when we talked about this the other day, well, maybe they've wasted their entire energy. Game 2, they're going to be flat, and they fucking came out roaring in Game 2. They destroyed them.
Another team I won a bunch of money off. Shout out to the boys. And
Yeah.
you know what? Honestly, all the things you can say about the Raptors in the East, and you could say maybe the Cavs are down this year, which they definitely are, but the Raptors are also up. The Raptors are playing way better than they've ever played in the playoffs before. The Raptors are relying on their entire team.
Yeah.
And
I think they're the deepest team.
it's exactly what DeMar said last night. If you watch the post-press conference interview, he's just like, they're just allowing me, by taking the pressure off me, it gives me more space to be great.
That is true.
Dropped like fucking 30-something last night.
Yeah. No, and I'm just going to say, I believe the Raptors are the deepest team currently in the playoffs. You look at a lot of the other teams, the Thunder are extremely top-heavy. Mm-hmm. I think Cleveland, well, last night we saw playoff LeBron show up, but they only won by 3. And it's, if playoff LeBron could show up like that, and everyone I talked to after this game, and everything I read after this game, and everything I just saw about this game, LeBron is back. LeBron has taken the Cavs to where they need to go. You still only beat the Pacers by 3 in the first round in Game 2. I don't think that correlates very well to a conference finals. I don't think that correlates very well to an actual finals game. But then again, it's LeBron James, and like many people say, we're not going to believe playoff LeBron can be taken down until playoff LeBron is taken down. You're about to take a shot. What's this for?
Oh, well, I think before I'll address what you said, I think that you're exactly right. I think people are maybe a little bit like, oh, LeBron's back.
Yeah.
But I also agree that, LeBron can. We've seen LeBron carry it. 2007 was the first time we saw him carry a team to the finals.
Yeah, he's been doing it for over 10 years now.
So to say he can't carry a team to the finals, I would say, I would hold on to that. But to say that they're guaranteed to go, also kind of crazy. Yeah. So that's where I'm saying this is the make or break year. If we get Cavs, so this is what I'm saying. If it's Cav Warriors in the finals again,
fuck basketball.
I'm right. You're wrong. Basketball sucks.
Yeah.
But if it's not, I'm wrong. Hooray for the NBA.
So do you hope to be wrong?
I do because the NBA is fun to watch. Like I like watching the Raps, but I only like watching the Raps if I believe they're also going to compete for championships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think we're just going to end this segment because I got to take a drink, and when I have to take a drink, I got to take a fucking piss.
All right, cool.
So that's a good time to take a break, and we've done some sports talk. So we'll come back. Little fan questions.
Maybe some fan questions coming up on the pod. I don't got a drink on now, but cheers to Mike.
You weren't drinking.
I finished.
You don't have any drink?
It's up in the fridge. I'll go get it
Take
during
this
the break.
non-branded beer.
This Ramley... Is it Twist Off?
Yeah, it's a Twist Off. It's
cool.
the non-brand. Oh.
Non-brand. All non-brands are Twist Offs. Cheers to that. There we go.
This is not a sports show. Gonna be right back.
Right back after word from our sponsor. All right, welcome back. Not a sports show. Drinking blowouts. Yeah, you get the gist.
I know we have something planned, but I literally just got a Bleacher Report notification.
Is it? I'm not going to look at it. Just read it.
WWE fan gets restraining order. Fan who smeared shit on Performance Center in Florida gets restraining order from WWE. So someone just started fucking swiping shit on the WWE Performance Center. And I don't know if it was I don't know what could possibly be the motive.
Okay, fuck.
But they're not going to WrestleMania anytime soon.
We need to find this person and get them on as a guest. I will pay any amount of money. I will start a Kickstarter for us to find this person and bring them on because that is terrific.
I'm just enamored at what kind of a person.
What kind of stupidity you have to do that. That's terrific.
Armando Alejandro Montalvo smeared his own feces all over the WWE Performance Center in 2015.
It was 3 years ago.
Event.
And they're just getting it settled out now. They probably had an agenda and they got through everything at the very end. It was oh, by the way, that guy who smeared shit on our arena, we got to do something about that.
Yeah, let's settle the Ronda contract first. But once Ronda's in, we get this poop guy out. Okay, so
Poop guy has been settled. So we are back. We are going to do some fan questions.
Fan questions.
But before we do that, Jordan, we have another Who's That Cleveland Quarterback?
The chance for me to gain a drink or to give one to Tom.
You're still sitting at 3 because you gave one to me.
Yeah, but I had one, so I'm sitting at 2.
Sitting at 2. Okay, so this could be add one. All right, quarterback number 2. He played 2 seasons in Cleveland, 2012 and 2013.
Okay.
Appearing in 23 games, starting 20 of them. This quarterback threw for over 5,000 yards, 23 touchdowns in 23 games, 26 interceptions, with a 55.1% passing percentage. He's the oldest person to ever be drafted in the first round.
Easy.
Fuck, at 20 years old. Okay, if you know this.
Brandon Whedon.
Yeah.
Brandon
Now,
Whedon.
fuck you. Can I read out the other fun facts I had about him?
For sure,
Because this
yeah.
is one thing I found really
You
cool.
shouldn't have given me that one.
Really?
You shouldn't have given me the oldest player because I knew that.
Yeah. Okay, wait. What if I told you that Joe Thomas's knee gave him a concussion? Would you have known that?
No.
Joe Thomas's knee gave him... Fuck, I should have led with that. God damn it. Okay,
I don't remember that. No.
I'm going to start making these harder.
Oh, that's an easy one.
But a fun fact, he was also drafted by the Yankees in 2002.
exactly.
If I had said that, would you have known it?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's the reason he's 28 is because he was a minor league baseball player for a year.
So he was drafted by the Yankees in 2002 in the second round, which is pretty impressive. That was like the first. It was the first pick the Yankees had that year, and that would have been coming off, I believe, a World Series appearance. I think 01. I forget. Anyway, the Yankees were really good in the other 2000s, so a good team to go to. And he played 3 years in the minors before going to Oklahoma State, 2007. And then, playing 2 seasons in Cleveland. So, I've got another one to go.
You can't test me with these Browns quarterbacks, baby.
Well, I told you, these questions do...
Get harder?
They get harder. So, that's why I put Brandon Whedon at the start, because I thought you would get them. So...
there's not many 28-year-old rookies drafted.
No, that's true.
All right, so
Give
cheers,
me a
buddy.
cheers to that. There we go. Alrighty, and now let's answer some fan questions. How about that?
All right.
Thanks to our... That's why I've been thinking to say fans. Just thanks to our friends for shouting in some questions.
thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Producer no longer here, Duncan Lambert, organized these for us on nice cue cards.
Yep.
So let's start with what's that last really good one we got?
Oh, yeah, okay, so we actually got probably our best question just a few minutes ago. Graham Tobias, shout out for this question. Would you rather have penis-sized nipples or nipple-sized penis?
Well, I gotta lead it by.
That's hard.
I'm gonna lead it by both of mine are minuscule, so it's fine. It's really, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference with me, but regardless, penis-sized nipples. That's kind of like, as a fat guy at the pool, you feel like you got enough attention on yourself. If you had little baby hot dogs hanging off, that's not a good thing.
So you're gonna go.
So I'm gonna go with a nipple-sized penis. But then, it's a real tough one because how are you ever gonna get a man or woman, whatever you're into, how are you going to get someone into bed with those nipples? But then at least if you get them there, you can, you'll have a regular sized penis to support.
Fair enough. Okay, here's my point. I'm going to vote for penis-sized nipples.
Yep.
Because if I have nipples that big, there's got to be, either someone else in the world who has the same size nipples, which means there has to be a medical procedure to reduce the size of said nipples.
You can't do that.
Well,
we
didn't set any rules.
The rules are always, there's no medical procedures involved. Of course, I'd cut my tits off if I had to. I'd cut my tits off right now if I could.
All right, well, also I'll take the penis-sized nipples and deal with that as life goes on. I think it could be kind of funny. Hey, how you doing? My name's Tom. I have nipples the size
How would
of a
that
penis.
hand in your shirt? You just chilling there like,
It's like some fun to play with. I don't fucking know.
Fun to play with there, I guess I don't know. This is really a tough argument. That's
a good question.
It's a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, thank you for the question. Thank you for emasculating me. And on to the next question. Henry, you know his last name?
Standage. Henry Standage, contributor to This Is Not a Sports Show.
Contributor. He's actually the man who wrote that nice basketball article on the Not a Sports Show .world.
Check it out.
He wants to know the Mount Rushmore of athlete dick pics.
Okay, so I'm going to go Greg Oden, Draymond Green. Brett Favre should be on here, but we didn't see it.
We haven't seen it. I'm putting Brett Favre on mine.
Okay, so maybe Brett Favre can go on there. And he suggested, and I guess we'll go with it, Tiger Woods.
Okay, see, that was the one that I said. I don't know. We haven't seen his dick pic, have we? Don't tell me that's on the internet.
I haven't. I'll do a quick
because
search.
if Tiger Woods' dick is on the internet, stop the fucking show. I
Yeah.
need to see that. But my original pick was Brett Favre, old number 4. That's a classic. He's throwing that at fucking ESPN sideline reporters. That's someone that you're going to see on a week-to-week basis. You know what I mean? You're coming off the field, fucking whatever the fuck her name is, on the report. She's about to interview you. She's now senior member. So ups to Brett Favre for that one. I think Brett Favre, that's a gold, old number 4. Greg Oden, I agree with, because when I was, his draft year, I was in elementary school.
Fuck.
In a Sports Illustrated newspaper or a magazine, and it took a 2-page spread, those little fold-outs, to do his hand size. So if his hand size is a replication of,
You know what they say about big hands?
I would want to see his penis. Is what they say.
Absolutely.
So I'm going Brett Favre, Greg Oden. I would love Tiger Woods because I think it's a clean dick. I think it wears red on Sundays. I think it's nothing but prestige.
I can't find it on the internet. Also, I'm looking. I can't. It's not here.
Now, a third dick pic. Now, you see, Draymond is an easy one. That's in the era of Snapchat. You got to assume that in the era of Snapchat, we're going to have more dick pics come than we've seen historically. But I want to hope that there's like an old school dick pic. Like, I want to hope that like Joe Namath at one point like got a photographer to sit him down and he posed.
Hey Joe, let's take pictures of your penis.
And he probably posed in like shoulder pads, but just shoulder pads. You know what I mean? Like with his member hanging out.
True.
I want to see this. I want to see a nice 70s, 80s dick.
Whoa!
Oh no.
Okay, no, this isn't a dick pic, but it's just like an article
Did
of
you see? Oh, I'm so excited.
like athlete dicks, and it's Serge Ibaka taking a picture just with a guy, and look at that.
Oh!
Yeah, we should put this picture
That'll
up.
be up there. Yeah, no,
You
Serge.
can see it.
Serge, those gray sweatpants, because that's a lot of people.
Wow!
That gray sweatpant trick. Yeah,
Shout
no.
out Serge Ibaka.
Serge is rocking a baby's arm between the legs.
A baby's arm holding an apple.
Jesus Christ.
There's a lot of like not dick pics, but they pretty much may as well be dick pics.
Dude, I'm half fucking aroused from that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so that's Mount Rushmore of athletes' penises. Maybe that will get brought back up as more come out. Next question.
Oh, I gotta steam myself down from that. Next question. Moose B. Moose
Moose Bendago. Great question.
Is Jonas Valanciunas
Yep.
underrated or just an average player?
I'm going to say just
Real-
an average
real
player.
Sports question. Yeah, I think underrated is a bad word to phrase this question with. Sorry to you, Moose. I think you should have said overrated because I think the Toronto market is like JV.
Yeah.
But I think they should be because you got to support your own, and he's good at what he does. But I think if you were to ever test free agency, that you would learn that he's not. He plays his role, and that's what I love about the Raptors. It's system basketball.
Yeah.
It's 12 guys. Dwayne Casey, coach of the year, in my opinion. I
I would agree.
That's what I love about the Raptors, and I think he plays great on both sides of the court, as our producer had told me earlier, and it makes sense to me. He's like the plus minus numbers when he's on the court, the offense is working.
Absolutely.
And I think that's because you have to give him more attention than the other big guys like Siakam and Pirtle.
Yep.
They're just not as physical.
They're not as physical, but I think they fit, and this is what we talked about with producer Big Daddy before he had to take off. I think JV is part of a dying breed in the NBA of these traditional big guys who can post up, who can body you out, who can push you around, who can collect some hard fouls, who can protect the fucking paint. Sorry. New big guys, they got to be able to run. They got to have some length. They got to be able to shoot the three. They got to be able to guard on a switch, on a pick and roll. Something I think guys like Siakam and Pearl can do a bit better than JV, but nonetheless, I think JV's contribution, I think he's part of a dying breed, but he's still doing what he can to contribute to a team that's in a winning role. So, I mean, I think, to answer Moose's question, I think he's just okay, but I think he deserves more recognition than just being okay.
I will say that he's just okay, but in the NBA salary cap, there's no reason he shouldn't be paid. You know what I mean? He's a role player doing his job, and as we've seen on other teams, role players can get paid.
That's true.
So I'd lock JV down for a few more years.
Case study for that. Look at the Washington Wizards payroll. It will make you shout out of it's ridiculous what they're paying some guys on that fucking team. Case in point, Marcin Gortat, a few other big guys they got, Jan Mahami. It's fucking ridiculous. So, great question, Moose. Thank you for that. And shout out JV. Next question, Jordan. We've got, I'll take this one. What should the league do to take steroids out of T-ball? From Brandon Sawyer of Lansdowne, Ontario. Brandon, thanks for your question. I think we got to get more P-tests going.
I think we need more steroids in T-ball. I mean, I get this was a joke question, and I appreciate it. This is a comedy sports podcast. Nothing against you, sir. But I think you bring up an issue that you are making light of, and is actually a point that we need to bring to the forefront of juicing our children. Because the more children you juice at a young age, the more physically developed they are by the time they're not getting by the time they start getting tested.
Yep.
If you juice until 18.
That's a good point. It can get out of your system. Shit, Brandon brought up a great point. I know how I'm going to raise my kids now.
If you juice that kid, he's jacking those balls off that tee at age 6. By the time he's 18, he's got a D1 scholarship.
That's true. And you can't prove anything point.
So, to answer your question, we need more steroids in T-ball.
Okay. I like that. Next question. It's from a female. Good to know that we have a female viewer giving us questions. Liz Gould.
Thanks, Liz.
Thanks for the question.
Thanks, Liz.
Would you rather butt chug vodka or tequila?
Vodka, because tequila is the devil.
I'm just going to think, what would I rather take an actual... well, actually, that's a lie. What would I rather take an actual shot of? I would rather take an actual shot of tequila. Because it's fun, tequila. It's way more fun. It makes you dance way better.
Okay, that's fair.
But in my butt, probably vodka, just because it's lower percentage, right?
I think they're both 40.
Right? Maybe I don't fucking know.
Well, I mean, like I'm sure.
Actually, no. Yeah, I think
I'm sure it differs, but I think on average they're both 40.
Here, so use it.
And I would say it's all about the when you got to get into the acidics and the you know what I mean. Like I feel like tequila has a little bit more of that lime, whatever the fuck. It's just gasoline to me.
Tequila can be produced between 31 and 55 alcohol content. Meanwhile, vodka can be produced anywhere. It's around 40. So
yeah, it's actually both about 40.
It's a pick your poison type argument.
I think the argument for vodka, the argument for tequila, like you said, is like if we're gonna have more fun.
That's true.
If you're butt chugging, you're not saying, I'm staying at safe tonight, just one butt chug and I'm calling it a night. So you're having a party.
That's true.
If you're butt chugging, you might as well make it tequila.
Great question, Liz Gould.
But also, wait,
okay.
sorry. Because tequila gold, it's got the color to it. If you just go plain straight up vodka, you could also get 2 birds stoned. Maybe you bleach your asshole.
You are thinking.
Next question.
I like this. Philip Lee from Toronto, Ontario asks, am I good at improv? And
holy fuck, this guy's bad at improv.
He parlayed this question. So Philip Lee asks, am I good at improv? Also asks, most problematic RTA student. I'm going to give most problematic RTA student to Philip Lee for asking if he's good at improv. How about that?
I'm going to say 2 things. One, Philip Lee, trash at improv.
Trash at improv. You suck.
Second of all...
Actually, I can say this. You suck at improv, but come on the show to defend your case. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, no, Philip's a really funny guy. Shout out to Philip.
Philip's really fucking funny.
But I don't think he's good at improv.
I think he's really good.
I'm just kidding.
I think he's really good at writing sketches. His game we saw, you should look up Ryerson Riot, the troupe, their comedy troupe. They are terrific. Philip is a part of Riot, and he wrote a Game of Thrones sketch for their show that was fucking hysterical.
Very good. Very funny man.
So if we can get you on the show, we would love to have you.
But what I will say about his second question, most problematic student RTA, I gotta be honest, I think it's probably me.
RTA stands for Radio and Television Arts.
Good,
for people who don't know.
That's a good point.
So just to give you a little background, Jordan is RTA.
We're both RTA.
We're both RTA. Jordan is RTA Media Production. Yes. He produces general media. I'm RTA Sport Media, which means I'm really good at yelling very loud.
He's a douchebag.
And being a douchebag. That is true.
Yeah, no, the most part, it's kind of a funny question Philip brings up, and he probably doesn't expect us to bring it to the air, but this is what you do, Philip, when you fucking answer us questions. So the post-problematic student RTA, where it's a very liberal school, it's probably me. I'm from a town of 50,000. I say a lot of questionable
vulgar.
things, very vulgar. It's all unjust. I mean, like, I don't mean to be one of those people who backtracks on anything they say, but I love you all. All races, colors, sexes, genders, gender identities, gender fluidities, gender, whoever you want to fuck. I don't care who you fuck. All of that stuff, you're good in my books.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, RTA, like that. I've gotten some look. It's you know the problematic. You wear a sports jersey, you're almost problematic in RTA, unless sports media.
Yep.
But like the rest of the people are like, sports. That's the man.
All right, next question. We've got please from Magic_Man_Randy_Savage. A 1-minute thematic breakdown of Dwayne Johnson's Rampage.
Magic Man Randy Savage.
Who is that?
That's shoutouts to my brother.
Okay.
Tyler Mason.
I haven't seen that movie.
No.
I have not.
I haven't either.
Hey, Zachar, have you seen Rampage starring Dwayne Johnson?
I have not.
Zachar hasn't.
Did you ever play the video game? It was on PlayStation 1.
No. Not a PlayStation guy.
You're fucking... You have a PS4. What are you talking... Okay, PS4. The voice you're hearing right now is Zachar. He is a buddy, and he just turned 16. So if you could please wish Zachar, buddy, a happy 16th birthday, that would be terrific. I haven't seen Rampage, so I don't really know, but I can say The Rock, along with Kevin Hart, is a guy who just kind of shows up in like every movie possible, so it's probably not bad. And as we also learned, he's very popular, and especially in East Asia.
Definitely in East Asia. What I would say about The Rock, I don't know what the fuck you mean by thematic breakdown, but I will say this. I hope two things. I hope, because I'm a big fan of the PlayStation 1 game, so you don't know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Magic Man will, and hopefully someone else will. I want to see, the menu theme song, it's like jazz for this, like, it's like funk jazz for...
I don't understand jazz.
It's okay, wait. The game, the movie, I have no idea what the fuck they try to tackle in the movie, but I know that the game... You have 3 monsters, a wolf, a lizard, and a gorilla, and you just break shit. You just break buildings. You just fucking punch walls.
Yep.
So that's why I want to see in the movie either the theme song or them just punching walls. Because that's the animation in the game. You just punch a wall. Now, in a real movie, when have you ever seen someone punch a wall?
In real life, once I punched a window.
Right through?
Yeah. That could be like a whole other segment for a podcast. Those who know, they know. Shadow Kingston Money Mart. That's all I'm going to say. Keep going.
Okay.
Yep.
God damn.
Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Do you have any other questions to answer from the public? That kind of might be it.
No. I think we got the top 5 worst sports commentators.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this
I don't think I can name 5, really. I don't have 5 people to bitch about.
Yeah, no, this comes from...
Elijah
Deluzio. I don't actually know who that is, but I do know my friend Rack.
If neither of us know who that is, that's a huge moment for the show.
That's a huge one. I do know who it is. But,
Christ, Tom!
I call him Rack. He's my boy Rick. And to answer his question, I'm going to put... He tried to say that Austin Carr, if you don't know who Austin Carr is, he does color commentary for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, yes, that guy, yeah.
He's fucking hilarious.
I think he's great.
He played for the Cavs. Like, he's like a former accomplished NBA player. He's terrific. So, Eli, he's not on the list. He also suggested we put the Raptors duo of Matt Devlin and Jack Armstrong on there.
How dare you?
How dare you try to, like, shame the name of a guy who tells you repeatedly to get that garbage out of here.
Dude, first of all, one of my favorite sports broadcasting just experiences is watching them. I love every time they say from insert Canadian city here.
Yep.
Tremendous.
From Burlington, which was actually another question. We were supposed to drink during a Raptors game and drink every time that they said a city. Shout out Kevin.
Yeah, that was a great segment.
Kevin Rutherford. You have a weird name, Kevin Rutherford, but thanks for the question. But yeah, I'm not going to shame them. I really like those guys.
No, I love them. Yeah. Is there anyone that you don't like?
I'm not a huge fan of Joe Buck, and they bring... Just because they bring Joe Buck in for the World Series, and I want to think, what kind of privilege do you have to not really do many games throughout the year and then do like the entire playoffs? I don't think that's right. He's got a massive bald spot. He also does The NFL, which I'm not a huge fan of.
I hate when those crossover guys. When I hear, there's certain guys when I hear, who's the basketball guy who sometimes crosses over to the NBA?
Do not say Jim Nantz.
Jim Nantz isn't a basketball guy, is he?
He does college basketball occasionally. He also does the Masters.
Yeah, no, he's the Masters guy. Yeah. I know Jim Nantz.
Yeah.
I'm not talking Jim Nantz. I'm talking about a strict basketball guy who sometimes crosses over to NBA or to NFL, and it's just super weird to me. But
Mike Tirico? Gus Johnson?
I don't know. I would have to hear the clip of something, but not Jim Nantz because I know Jim Nantz. But I do think that Jim Nantz, he fucking owns the Masters.
He owns anything. He does. He's Jim Nantz. He did How I Met Your Mother and nailed that.
He's by no means a bad broadcaster. But I think he kills the Masters and is not as good at football.
Okay.
But he does kill the Masters.
Yeah, he's terrific.
He's just got the perfect Masters voice because he brings that perfect level of calmness and
We're now
intensity.
live from the Masters. Tiger on 18. That's my Jim Nantz.
Great. I don't think I have any. What I've been saying is Jim Donovan, which no one will know. He's a Cleveland guy. He's a Cleveland. Let's branch this out into radio personalities because he's a Cleveland radio personality who I think knows jack shit about football.
Yep.
And I have to listen to him every day, like when I listen to my Cleveland radio, and he annoys me. But he calls a good game. See, it's one of those things. He's got a really traditional radio voice, but he just doesn't know shit about football.
I'm gonna bring one in that I don't really like. Again, he's good at his job. He's very good at what he does. But do I personally like listening to him? No. Chris Collinsworth.
Okay.
Who usually does is it Sunday night?
Yep.
He does Sunday night? Yeah. Fuck, man.
You're not a Chris Collinsworth guy, eh?
It just sounds like he smoked a pack of Canadian Classics or Beaumonts before coming on the air every time. And I'm like, can you not drink some lemon tea for the 2 days before your broadcast? He's very good and he knows how to break down defenses and blitz and offensive packages and all that crap. But I don't like listening to him talk sometimes, and that's probably because I'm a fan and wish I was talking about sports and getting paid for it because we're not getting paid right now. No. But yeah, I'm just gonna put Chris Collinsworth on my list because his voice annoys me. He's great at what he does, but he annoys me personally.
I'm gonna say quick one, and this might be a hot take, is John Gruden. He's no longer the Monday Night guy, and it's nothing really against him. I just think he loved everyone too much. You never heard John Gruden say a bad thing about anyone. He's just like, true. This guy, let me tell you about this guy. Now, this guy, he's a football player. He wants to hit hard and drink Bud Light. That's John Gruden.
I think I'm in the room with him right now. I like John Gruden.
I don't dislike. He's just like you said. He's not the best. He's kind of just lacking. You know what I mean? He's good, but he's lacking in actual knowledge and substance of opinion.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Tony Romo, on the other hand.
Whoa. We're getting another Who's That Cleveland quarterback coming in. This is going to close us out. Okay, Jordan, are you ready?
Always ready.
To close us out. This Cleveland
2 for 2 so far.
These 2 for 2. This Cleveland quarterback was a member of the Cleveland Browns from 2007 to 2009. Only Browns quarterback in history to throw 3 touchdowns in a quarter. Oh, I thought you might know it after that. Anyway, he appeared in 14 games, throwing for 10 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, just a hair over 1,900 yards. He also signed on to Fox briefly to do color commentary before being signed by a different team. Jordan, take your guess.
Oh, wait. Okay, so wait. He was signed to do color commentary, but then got another NFL job?
Maybe.
Okay, wait. Maybe. And what years did he play for the team? 2007 to 2009?
Yeah, so 3 seasons. 2007, 2008, 2009.
How many games did he appear in?
14.
Okay. And he briefly got a job, went back to the NFL.
And to be completely honest, I don't even know if he went on the air for Fox. I just know he signed.
Do you know that well, I guess this would be that extra question, that extra hint that we've been talking about, which I'll take my sip for. Mm-hmm. And you may not know the answer. Do you know if he had a post-career if he went back into broadcasting?
He didn't.
You know,
I can just say from general knowledge he hasn't yet.
Well, that kind of takes away my one guess because I know he's done some college stuff, but 2007.
Okay, actually, I don't know if he did college stuff, so that could validate your guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that from 2007 to 2009, I can't remember the exact number of years he played here, but I want to say drafted in 2007, quarterback Brady Quinn, Notre Dame.
Fuck off! Yes! Okay, so you're 3 for 3. And I've got 2 quarterbacks left, and I've got to start making it harder on you. I'm going to take this drink, and then we are going to take a quick break to take a word from our sponsor.
You're gonna take that? I'm gonna take one of mine too because it doesn't seem like we get any other opportunity. I got 2 left. So
I thought I was going to make this way harder on you.
Well, I mean, 3 for 3. That was the one. That was the only one I've struggled with so far.
That was the only thing I kind of had doubt about, but I don't know. So yeah, that's 3 for 3 on your quarterbacks. Good for you.
Yes, I'm gonna take my drink. Then we're gonna come back. What do we want to talk about when we come back, Tom?
Coming back, we've got, speaking of the Cleveland Browns, we've got some NFL draft talk to go through, which is terrific. Plus, Jordan actually did much better in March Madness than you would think.
Also, I think that those 2 topics line into outlining our next challenge.
Outlining our next challenge, absolutely. We will be back in a minute after a word from our sponsor. Okay, we are back for maybe our final segment, who knows, here on the This Is Not a Sports Show.
I feel like people haven't really, especially you, I don't know what you're doing, you're hiding your beer, you got your beers in your own locked up situation. I feel like people don't understand exactly how much we've drank. I was drinking when we got here.
Yeah.
And I was also balancing the weigh-in of the weight loss challenge.
Right,
That was this
right,
morning, so I hadn't
right.
drank or eaten before.
Yep.
So that first beer,
Set you back a little bit, did it?
set me back a little bit, but still staying responsible.
We were being very responsible.
Had some pasta with that first beer.
Yep, he did. He ate. He's balanced. We've been drinking water in between segments. We're very responsible drinkers, is all I'm gonna say.
But we're gonna outline NFL draft, our next challenge. We're gonna talk about the Boston fucking Marathon.
Okay, but fuck off. But before, we're gonna do one last final round. Who's that Cleveland quarterback,
Wait, is
Jordan?
this really the last one? I thought we had 2 more.
We have 2 more.
Let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna do this one to start this off.
Because
Ready?
I want to go for 5 for 5. I want to go perfect.
If you go 5 for 5, I'll.
You got to take 2 shots at the end.
All right, that's fair. Okay, ready? This Cleveland quarterback, drafted in 2016, member of the Browns for 2 seasons. He appeared in 12 games, started 8 of them. I'm closing this off.
I know who it is.
Oh, fuck off. No, you don't.
Wait,
I've
first
said
of all-
nothing.
Well, 2016. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, he was drafted in 2016. He was in Cleveland for 2 years, appeared in 12 games, starting 8 of them. And in those 8 starts, he's 0-8.
Yeah, I know who this is.
Fuck.
Cody Kessler.
Okay, bullshit. You're peeking or something.
No, I'm a Browns fan.
Okay, all right, yeah.
There's
that's good.
no such thing as halfway Browns fans.
There ain't, and there ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Ain't no such thing as halfway crooks.
Actually-
Shout out Mobb Deep.
No, I wanted to. I meant to start this episode by asking you: do you have any exam traditions?
No, other than like barely studying and masturbating a bunch. No.
The only I literally have one, and it's I listen to on the way to my exam. I listen to really hood rap music, get myself fired up, and like the last song I listened to before every exam I've ever written in university, which is only like 4. I listen to Shook Ones before I go in.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I listen to
So I think that means Mobb Deep official artist of the day, right?
Yeah,
Official
they're
featured
bop of the day.
That's Mobb Deep, Shook Ones, Shook Ones Part 2.
I listen to What's the Difference because that beat fucking
That
bangs.
beat fucking slaps. What's the difference between me and
No, that beat slaps. And then, like, literally, I'm not kidding.
Dude,
Before I go into
insane.
any exam, I always listen to Shook Ones because it gets me really fired up.
It does.
And then I sit down, I'm like, I want to fucking write some knowledge. Okay, yeah, so it's Cody Kessler. Pour me one more.
I hope you can stump me with one more.
I don't think I can. I think I can. I don't know. I have
Feel,
one.
okay. How about this next one? When we do it, we're not doing it now. We're gonna do it later. But when we do it, don't tell me every stat. Just tell me a couple, and then see if I can get it based on a couple. And then
Okay. I have a lot more for the last guy, and I'm gonna prepare proportionally. Anyway, we're about to get into the Cleveland draft. Do you want to start talking about the Cleveland draft while I do this?
Yeah. Okay. So the reason we've been talking about the Browns is because I'm a huge Browns fan. Oh, and the Browns, they have the first. Oh God. Neither of us are doing well.
It's getting late in this.
For the Browns, they have the 1st and 4th pick in the NFL draft, and they also have from Houston. And they also have the 33rd, 35th, and the 64th pick. Now, the Browns, if you are any bit of a football fan, you know they've been going through some tough times for the last, let's say, 20 years. And they've been looking for a quarterback. That's why we have this Name That Quarterback Challenge, is because they've gone through more quarterbacks than any other NFL team.
Way too many.
Way more than any other NFL team. So we have a new general manager in John Dorsey. We're expecting the best. I'm going to get into a little draft talk because there's a lot of opportunities that the Browns could see. I think it's going to be Sam Darnold at 1. I think the Giants go Saquon or Bradley. See, here's the thing. I want Darnold at 1, then I want Chubb or Barkley at 4. I think the domino is the Giants.
Time out. When you say Chubb, to the very casual football fan such as myself, do you mean the defensive end or the running back from Georgia?
You're right. I should probably clarify that. Saquon Barkley is their number 1 ranked running back, and Bradley Chubb is the number 1 ranked defensive end. So
Where do you go to school?
Which one?
Huh?
Chubb went to NC State, and Saquon Barkley went to Penn State.
Okay.
So I think the Giants are going to take one of them. I think the Jets are going to take a quarterback at 3, and whichever one the Giants don't take, we get the leftovers at 4. Now, that's what I think. That's, I think, best case scenario. Now,
I'm very sorry.
I think that there's a real possibility. I think it's a small one, but if you know who Josh Allen is, if you're a Browns or if you're a draft fan,
or a part of my take fan, he's got big hands.
He's got very big hands. He's very tall.
He's tall.
And he looks good in shorts, but he's not a good. He's not a first round quarterback. He's just not. He has a below 60 completion percentage.
All right.
He is 0-5 against Power 5 opponents. And any draft fan out there that thinks that Josh Allen is a legitimate top 3 pick, please get at me. Please try and tell me, because I don't see it at all. I think he's ridiculous. I think Josh Allen has no place going to the Browns or going to any team in the top 4. And so I think, fuck that. I think Sam Darnold. And if you don't, take Baker Mayfield, that little M word from Oklahoma. Now, I said M word, not N word. He's a white guy. He's just a little short. Now, Baker Mayfield, I would be okay with. But I think it's Sam Darnold, and I think it's the leftover Chubb or Barkley at 4. And this is actually, sorry, before I let you speak. This is where we're outlining our second challenge, right?
This is our next challenge. So we have done challenges before. We are going to do challenges again. So this week's challenge is we are predicting who the Browns will draft, because we're recording this on Thursday.
It's a week today.
The draft is a week today. Okay, so I am picking. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
Jordan goes first. Jordan's Cleveland Browns draft picks for next Thursday are...
I think they're going to go Sam Darnold at 1, and I think that Bradley Chubb will be available because I think the Giants take Saquon Barkley.
And then what? Wait, what? So they don't take Saquon Barkley?
No, because I think the Giants take Saquon Barkley.
Wait, did you say Darnold?
Yes.
So
Darnold at 1, quarterback. Sam
then...
Darnold, quarterback, USC. I think the Giants are going to take Saquon Barkley, running back, Penn State. I think the Jets at 3 will take a quarterback, probably Baker Mayfield, and we will take Bradley Chubb.
I don't know football, but I don't think Baker goes in the top 3. So my pick, a part of our challenge, which we're going to do, whoever has the most individual, it wins. If we both have if we both have 1, we'll figure that out from there. I think they're taking 2 quarterbacks. Articles have told me that they are interested in 2 quarterbacks. I will believe anything I read on the internet ever. So here's my pick. Ready for this? First pick they have, which is first overall, Josh Allen.
No.
They take Josh Allen. Fuck you. It's going to happen. They're going to take Josh Allen first pick, and it's the 4th pick?
Yeah.
With the 4th pick, they will take a quarterback from the University of California, Los Angeles, Josh Rosen. I love Josh Rosen. I think that guy is hilarious. He put a hot tub in his dorm room. He wore a headband to the Trump golf course saying, "Fuck Donald Trump." I think he's jokes. I would love to have him in Cleveland. So I'm saying Josh Allen and Josh Rosen. They take the double Josh tandem, bring them to Cleveland, develop the both of them, see who's the best. Fuck Tyrod Taylor, trade him. We've got a 3 quarterback situation. That is my pick. It's a hot take.
I'm speechless. No.
All right.
I think no, because a report did. You're right. A report did come out today that like, oh, the Browns are looking at taking 2 quarterbacks high, but I think high doesn't mean 1 and 4.
But
I think high means second round where they have 3 picks.
That's true. Yeah,
And I think they can get some people. And I want to put this. And this is like just bullshit. I just want to put this on the air because I'm regurgitating other people's opinions. But if I say it on air, it can be counted as my opinion.
That's true. That's
Second round quarterbacks such as Michael White could be the next Tom Brady. I've said it first. No one else said it ever.
No, Tom Brady's the only Tom Brady.
No, I've said it. So
he makes out with his kids. How can there be another Tom Brady?
You're right. Let's all try and hide that in the past.
Yeah. All right. I can do that.
So what else we got?
All right. So that was our NFL draft. So that's our challenge. Whoever is the most correct, because we didn't have any overlapping players, did we? No, we didn't. We definitely didn't.
No. You had the 2 quarterbacks.
So whoever is the most
Tom.
whoever is the most correct will win. Whoever is the not most correct will lose. Now for a new segment. It's called Don't Quit Your Day Job. And the first ever Don't Quit Your Day Job goes to Brett Favre. Brett Favre auditioned for a Monday Night Football role with ESPN, and he failed miserably, apparently. I wasn't at the audition. So don't quit your day job, Brett Favre. Copper Fit and Wrangler's Jeans are happy to have you.
No, yeah, great sponsor.
Yeah, he's been terrific.
Definitely
Stick with what you got.
my interest in a Wrangler.
Not to leave out the Brett Favre Steakhouse in Green Bay. Definitely check that out if you're going to a Green Bay game. I'm sure the steaks are probably
If I ever
mediocre.
went to Green Bay, I would be going to Brett Favre's.
I wouldn't. And now, the way you just said Brett Favre leads me into our next comment.
Who's there?
Is
Is that a freshly graduated barber?
Get over here! Yeah! Come on, camera! Come on, camera here! Come on, hey! We've got a new guest.
Hey, everybody!
You gotta take a drink.
You gotta take a drink for the show.
Yeah!
No labels allowed.
Yeah! Terrific. Go sit over there. That's Enzo. He just graduated hair cutting school.
That's why he's all dressed up.
That's a thing. And he is now, if you need a fade, if you need a haircut, whatever you need, he's got your back covered for that. So hit him up. What the fuck were we talking about?
How was your day go, Enzo?
How'd it go?
He showed up 4 hours late.
Doesn't seem like much of a
Did you at least get to
graduation.
write the
The
exam?
exam was supposed to be at noon, and the motherfucker showed up at goddamn 4 o'clock.
That's island time, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Trinidad and Tobago.
Jesus Christ, it's almost 6. Fuck. But it all went well. You cut the hair?
Didn't even cut hair today.
Last segment we really have for the show today, it's a woman named Sarah Sellers.
Don't know her.
I don't know her either, but shout out to Sarah Sellers. She is a woman who is a full-time nurse, saving lives, Jordan. She is
That's adorable.
in a hospital, in
She's doing a real job.
a real job to society, other than us who are pursuing media careers. She finished second in the Boston Marathon. Now, I'm going to give a quick shout out to my friend Henry McGowan, who gave us the inspiration for this segment. He told me about the situation. I looked it up, did some research.
Does your friend Henry watch the Boston Marathon?
I don't think so, but he watches the show.
Okay, well,
So, I mean, he's a dedicated viewer.
that's all that matters.
So Sarah Sellers is a woman who
It's
finished...
official. This is not a sports show. Better ratings than the Boston Marathon.
Absolutely. Sarah Sellers. She finished...
She sells
Can I try-
shores down by the seashore.
Can I start this again?
Yeah, go ahead.
She finished second in the Boston Marathon, a very legitimate marathon.
Definitely.
And she's a full-time nurse.
Minor setback a couple years ago, but still a great marathon. No, yeah, she's a full-time nurse. She's real. No, she does her job. Stop, Tom. Stop. We
Okay.
support
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Land of the nation, free of the brave, something. She's a mom or something, right? She does good things. Bring the show back. Bring the show back.
Okay. I have no idea if she's a mom, but she is a nurse who finished second in the Boston Marathon, which is fucking impressive.
We're gonna say she's a mom too because that builds the story up.
Yeah, and it was her second
3 kids.
No, it was her second marathon ever. She ran one in like Arizona or some weird other Western fucking state. I don't fucking know. She ran a marathon once and qualified for the Boston Marathon. Showed up, finished second, and when she finished, she asked, she's like, "What, like second in what division? The amateurs, the blah blah blah?" And they're like, "No, like you finished second overall." And she was like,
second person
"Holy
across
fuck,
the
like
finish
that's
line."
crazy." She's a full-time nurse. Her second marathon ever. She ran at Weber State, which I'll tell you, I'll let you know. So she went to Weber State and she ran where some sort of injury derailed her career as a runner, but she still in 2012 she was the female athlete of the year. Would you like to take a guess of who the male athlete of the year was in 2012?
Wait, is this of the world or for the school?
For the school.
What school was it?
Weber State. In 2012, in 2012, Sarah Sellers was the female athlete of the year.
No, wait.
Who was the male athlete of the year?
I don't know anyone who went to Weber State.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Damian Lillard.
Oh.
Damian Lillard was the male athlete of the year.
Who's
the
the better
same
rapper?
year that Damian Lillard was a better rapper. I will give you that. But Sarah Sellers, congratulations to you.
Congrats, Sarah.
You are a nurse. If you would like to come on the show, we would love to have you.
We always got an open seat. Even though we don't, technically.
Yeah. No, we don't right now, but we will make one. And you finished second in the marathon. That is terrific. And yeah, that
Tom,
is...
I think it's about time we get out of here because our drinking needs to become a little bit more private. We're about at the point where we're about to say some things we shouldn't say.
We definitely should.
Oh no! Enzo put on his drinking underwear.
Enzo put on his drinking underwear. He's about to come in front of the camera. Go in front of the camera.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Yeah. That's our barber boy.
Enzo loves beer. He has
They cut your hair real nice.
the underwear to prove it. Jordan and I are going to take one last drink to finish off the show.
Oh no! Wait! Before we do that, we need the quarterback comp. We got one more.
We have
that quarterback.
We have one more name, that Cleveland quarterback. If you are still here, God bless you for watching. I wouldn't because we are idiots at this point. Okay, Jordan, last Cleveland quarterback to name for the show. Ready? He played one season in Cleveland. 2010. Appearing.
Oh, that's a while ago. It's going to be the toughest one.
He appeared in 2010, appearing in 5 games, starting in 4 of them. He threw for 2 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. That's not good. Completed 62.4% of his passes, 63.4% quarterback rating in Cleveland. Now, he loves and is a pitchman for Bojangles Chicken. Can you guess who his quarterback is? You do have Call a Lifeline, and I can give you one more hint.
Here's the hint. Do you have a Can I ask you the hint? Because what I want to know is... I had a question ready. Okay, so wait. It's 2010, you said, right?
Yep. He wasn't drafted by Cleveland.
He was not drafted by Cleveland.
No.
Okay, that helps. Wait, 2010 was the only year?
Yep. He was in Cleveland for one season.
I'm going to use my lifeline. I want to ask you. This is an unrelated question. It'll help me, though. Can you tell me what year Peyton Hillis was on the cover of Madden NFL Football?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Google it. That'll affect my decision.
It's not Peyton Hillis.
I know he's not a quarterback. But I know the quarterbacks the Peyton Hillis years. See, Enzo knows what I'm talking about.
Wait, what do I look up? Peyton Hillis, ESPN?
Peyton Hillis, Madden. He was on the cover of Madden one year. It's either 2012 or 2010.
2012.
Fuck, so that makes 2011 probably the year of...
Did he go to Nebraska?
Peyton Hillis?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Probably. He's a white boy.
Shout out the Cornhuskers.
Now, I know who I want to say. 2010, 1 year...
If you want the fun fact, I will give you the fun fact.
I'll take a drink for the fun fact. I'll take a shot for the fun fact.
Okay, Jordan's going to take a shot for the fun fact. And the fun fact of the day for quarterback
What's
number
more
5.
fun than sponsoring some chicken place? It's got to be a black dude, right? Is that racist? No?
Are you ready for this?
Should we edit that out? Yes, he says. Okay, back
Back to the show. The fun fact for this quarterback, he holds the record for the longest pass in Super Bowl history.
Oh, fuck. A Browns quarterback that played in the Super Bowl.
Okay, actually, I'm not. There's a one. So that was 1A clue. There's 1B clue if you want it for another sip that I can give you for this quarterback.
Wait, let me think for a second. The Browns quarterback in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Think about it.
See, my original guess was Jake Delhomme. And you know what? He played for the Panthers. Did he play for the Panthers when they went to the Super Bowl? That's the question. That's the question.
I don't know.
You know what? I'll take the extra question because I'll take the extra hint because I don't want to go 4-1. So,
Actually, wait. I lied. My extra hint was that he holds the longest record for a pass in a Super Bowl.
So we have no more questions.
I have nothing else to give you. You have to make your guess based on the information I'm giving you.
So the quarterback I was thinking is Jake Delhomme, but I think he's more of a 2011, 2012 guy.
Okay.
But when I think about quarterbacks who played for the Browns, who also went to the Super Bowl, I feel like the Panthers went at one point, so it could be Jake Delhomme. Veteran quarterbacks. I know, what's his name? Something. You know what? I have no idea who else could have played in the fucking Super Bowl for the Browns. Jake Delhomme, final answer.
Jake Delhomme, final answer. Jake Delhomme was correct.
5 for 5!
Nice.
So Jordan Mason has gone 5 for 5 in the This Is Not a Sports Show drinking extravaganza blowout. I don't even know where the drinking celebration extravaganza blowout.
All I want to say before we end this is this is why you don't question Browns fans. There's no such thing as halfway Browns fans. We are in this shit till death. We are in this shit till the Super Bowl, and it's coming. There's no such thing as halfway Browns fans. So let's do it, Tom.
Well, okay, this has been the first ever Tin Ass drinking episode. Thank you for tuning in.
More to come, I'm sure. Hopefully, when I'm less employed by.
I was gonna say you definitely.
What the fuck just happened?
There's a bottle cap in that. What the fuck is that about?
Oh yeah, definitely a bottle cap in there. Yeah, you didn't know about that, did you?
No, I didn't. I drank it.
Not a good idea.
That tasted horrible. All right, so that's all we have for this episode.
Wait a second. We can redo that.
No, I don't want to take another shot.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Go down. And I was like, what is that thing?
I'm good for taking another one.
So Tom's taking another shot here.
No, god damn it.
Take it.
Fuck.
Enzo will take it, he says. Get in here. All right.
Thomas,
Sign off for us. Sign off. Yeah, sign off to the camera. Say something to the camera.
what do you guys normally say?
Just sign off. Make up your own slogan.
Cheers, everybody. Have a lovely evening and happy Hanukkah.
Alright, we're signing off from the No Sports Show. This has been the first ever 10 Ass drinking episode. It's been a fucking pleasure, and we'll see you next time.